Sometimes we witness something so unbelievable, we completely lose faith in our own eyes and ears. Well, for the next hour, you don't even need to trust your senses. All of these moments are as real as they are amazing. How come idiots seem to get all the luck? Let's save the racing for cars. Las Vegas is known as a place that takes things to the extremes, but this ride may be pushing it a bit too far. The only psychopath where it's a good idea to wear a parachute. Burning sulfur coming out from a volcano in Indonesia causes the fire to burn in these vibrant electric blue flames. Daytime fireworks? Are they even a thing? Yup, and this is what they look like. The amazing sight when freshwater meets saltwater. Why doesn't every city council have these guys on staff to deal with parking issues? At first, this plow wanted to make things easier for everyone, but ended up making it way harder for the one jerk. If you're going to take up 2 parking spots, then you might want to lose a few pounds too.
You might be able to do it. You did it!
And after this moment, they were best friends for life. Our next stop will be almost certain doom. Luck and a fully operational steering wheel are equally important. You sure you don't need those? Science and technology don't get more amazing than a spacecraft leaving the Earth and heading into orbit. One small cloud means one small amount of rain in one small spot. No, this isn't a disaster. This is how a ship is officially launched and christened. Always remember, tow trucks can move faster than you can run. This is not a parking spot, and here's why. Even in the most rural of locations, parking restrictions are still a thing. Axe throwing sounds like such a safe sport. What could possibly go wrong? At least his legs work better than his bike. Not the best vehicle to have a mishap in. This is the Death Road in Bolivia, and you can see why it's been given that charming name. Hang on a minute. Shouldn't the roller coaster be on the tracks? Okay, someone's finally done it. The proposal that just can't be topped. No, it's not a camera trick. This is a reverse waterfall. The sunset makes the snow in the air look like fire. Just so you know, if someone parks you in, Retrocast does not recommend this method. On the other hand, go for it. Knock yourself out. An interesting alternative to clamping. Or maybe it's his car and it's broken down on him one time too often. Driving away with one of these is never a viable option. Most people pull over for emergency vehicles. Most people. And the worst part, nobody really looks that bothered. Everything goes wrong here, in a strangely right way. Bravery or insanity? Imagine the omelets you could make from this thing's eggs! A Soviet drilling mistake in 1971 left this gas mine burning ever since, now named the Door to Hell.
Too windy.
This is an underwater fire, erupting near an oil platform in the Gulf of Mexico. A fine, another fine, and a tow truck. Wouldn't it have been easier to just not park in a disabled space? When you're parking, reveal some very personal details about yourself. Some vehicles just aren't built to go on two wheels. Saved by the pipe. He's asleep, but all it takes to wake him up is a complete and utter disaster. Another angle of that insane Las Vegas ride we saw earlier. It's called the Strat. Fancy joining these sperm whales for their daily nap? Day and night, at the same time, in the same place. A view of Niagara Falls you don't often see, not without getting extremely wet. Fancy a free pressure wash? Then park your car here. Parking in an inconsiderate place? Well, these firefighters could care less.
No kink in the hose either.
You know what? I'm hungry. Time for a Mercedes sandwich. When it comes to fishing bait, a human hand isn't usually the best idea. I mean, surely that's what that part of the body was designed for, right? Made to measure, or was it just a serious amount of luck? If this is your route home from the store, then you can really save money on that gym membership. This is known as the world's most dangerous hike. Well, if there's a more dangerous one, then I don't want to see it. This pink salt lake in Australia puts blue water to shame. It looks like the sky from Pixar, but it's real. You're looking at mammotus clouds over central Ohio. Watch as this amazing firework display creates a burning ladder in the sky. Some bad parking offenses just take care of themselves. As tempting as it might be to park in a sinkhole, it's always best avoided. At which point did he think this would actually work? Luckily, this flap shuts itself if it detects that a person nearby is about to soil themselves. You know how some people celebrate by falling down the stairs? Well, yeah, that. One of the many shocking things about the clips is how calm the kids are. She knows it's not real, but that doesn't stop it from being terrifying. This is basically a staircase to nope. Looks like someone's left their bath running. And another reverse waterfall, all helped by the power of the wind. What manner of witchcraft is this? If you treat our parking rules like trash, then we'll do the same to you. He's a man who's been driven to the edge, driving someone to the edge. Money doesn't buy you the right to park anywhere you like. How to beat the claw machine with panache. Luckily, this is one of those new massive hook-proof cars. Well, he doesn't have a ladder anymore, but at least he's got upper body strength. This is called the Devil's Swimming Pool. Although, frankly, even the devil might be scared of this. The Devil's Pool again, this time from a different and possibly even scarier angle. Another firework display that makes the 4th of July look pretty tame by comparison. Who needs a pair of scissors when you've got fish like this?
Corta não.
Deixamos lá comportar com piranha, não usa de gás mais não. Aí.
The blue ring octopus possesses enough venom to kill 26 adults. And just to make it worse, there's no anti-venom for it. He didn't realize he was opening his door to a whole world of misery. To be fair to that badly parked car, this truck must have taken a wrong turn. This car has a built-in shower. An interesting and terrifying way to remove a tree. Luckily, there were 2 parking spaces available between the branches of that tree. Either a close call with the ceiling fan, or that's one big dead moth. A pretty rickety way to cross a chasm on Everest. This shark is nicknamed Freckles, which is cute, but everything else about her is terrifying. Is it a hermit crab, or is it the face hugger from Alien? Ah, what a nice idea, a ski resort for ants. Gannet's dive bombing a school of herringfish. Talk about eyesight. But I was only blocking the entire road for a few minutes. What's the problem? To solve parking issues in NYC, you sometimes need some pretty ingenious methods. Here's one clip where I think we're all on the side of the bad parker. Do you ever get so bored at work you wish the world would open up and swallow you? He was scared of the bear and the bear was scared of his bike. A good result. Less luck and more like extremely skillful braking and steering. A perfect set of steps for anyone who's got a death wish. I mean, we all enjoy being catapulted into a mountain, right? A dramatic snake decides to play dead. Yeah, that's right. The bottom of the ocean is officially weird. Yeah, okay, that's a lot of frogs. Yes, folks, this is just a complete stranger parking in someone's driveway. Nothing proves a point quite like wet cement. This act of revenge for parking on a playground was far from child's play. Weirdly, it just couldn't deal with the effects of no wind. Who said that sugar and sports don't go together? It's good to watch where you're going, of course, but it's also sometimes good to look up. Same terror, different people. This huge hand is a lot more still than the trembling hands of the people who've climbed up there. Here he is, folks, the world's weirdest and most antisocial goat. Something tells me this turtle forgot to put on deodorant this morning. Is he walking on the snow or on top of the clouds? Towing a car with extreme precision.
Some bitch don't need no help, does it?
I'll find a place to park if it kills me and my car. Bad parking or a bad breakup. Gil or the universe just giving him a break. A nice easy way to remove your trailer before it even gets to its destination. Even walking the plank on a pirate ship would be preferable to this. A swing that's slightly different to the ones you remember as a kid. Even fish are being taken over by AI. Some people have a visit to the pyramids on their bucket list. This guy, however, took it one step further. This cosmic glass abalone shell was collected from a beach in California and puts anything you found as a kid to shame. In order to properly enforce parking rules, you need a proper enforcer. The only disability this guy is suffering from is anger management issues. Sadly, he parked in the likely to get crushed by an articulated truck zone. The day all those games of hopscotch paid off. How to cause and prevent an accident at the same time. Okay, this is just showing off. Well, this looks fun, and by fun I mean, you know, horrific. Another cliff swing, because even insane people need hobbies. The future is here, and you can wear it on your feet! You see what this giant squid can do to a soda can? Well, that's why you shouldn't mess with one.
One more time. One more time.
Yes, for just $3 million, you can have your own 15-foot tall, 8,000-pound robot. Now, this is a lesson about bad parking you'd never forget. Wow, this is a really big claw machine, but at least you can win an entire car. Where there's a will, there's a way. When your morning commute meets a road crew's first job of the morning. A man who clearly doesn't fear the Grim Reaper. The most relaxed near-death experience ever recorded on video. Idiot almost gets hit by a car but doesn't. Now, that's a great headline. Once again, a really fun way to faceplant into the side of a mountain. As if this isn't scary enough, there's also some snow to make it nice and slippery. sea life army out on patrol. Or is this an aquatic dance troupe? I'm not sure. It looks like he's eating these eggs, but he's actually shuffling them to keep them oxygenated. What a great dad. Could this be a ghost fish? Blocked driveway. Make your point with 40 pounds of solid oak. This tow truck has this cage-like contraption to get the job done. Excavator, car mover, same thing. Yeah, just out for a nice relaxing jog in front of a fast-moving train. This guy almost saw his life and every one of his past lives flash before his eyes. Wait, is that rock falling upward? Nice view. But if something goes wrong, you're quite literally on your own. The tallest, fastest, steepest roller coaster in the world. Another mysterious and transparent fish. See, I told you the ocean was weird. When we need to relive ourselves, we find a tree. When trees need to relive themselves, they do this. A tunnel of stars in China. The only reason not to keep your eyes on the road. And now, for the most controlled example of reversing you're ever likely to see. Mind you, this reversing clip is providing some pretty stiff competition. Yes, there's nothing like getting your car washed with sewage. Or when a diving board just isn't enough. Well, here's a nice safe way to get across the junction. Pretty extreme way to open the window, if you ask me. Wheels? Where we're going, we don't need wheels. If this is on your bucket list, it might be the very last thing you ever tick off. After the first drop, you'd want to get off. This Chinese landmark is known as the Devil's Eye, and it's pretty terrifying. These ants are invading this nest by making a bridge out of their own bodies. His drone battery died right above a lake. Can he rescue it in time? when you steal a parking space from the worst person you could possibly choose. Hard shoulder, hard luck. Yes, I would rather write off my car than pay your fine, but thank you for asking. This is the Sky View Edge Walk in Dubai, and it's completely and utterly nuts. You may want to grab a barf bag for this POV. Okay, I didn't see this happening. Here's something you don't want to see as you're trying to land. The ship almost became known for something much more gory than carrying cargo. You might as well just throw yourself over Niagara Falls. It's the Strat in Las Vegas again, from an even more terrifying angle. This is the bizarre and fascinating way that slugs drink water. Some impressive time-lapse footage of the tide. A fish? A shark? A crab? What is this thing? So, all you need is a good stick? Who knew? Bike versus this huge thing. This seems like a fair fight. You get the feeling this parking dispute may have been going on for a while. A unique opportunity to be scared senseless. And then they just disappeared into the night. Oh, there's a road here? Well, better the bike than your cranium. How to steal victory from the jaws of defeat, and completely by accident. Okay, so this is considered fun? If you think this looks romantic, then you may just need psychiatric help. Another nice shot of the door to hell. Well, if you can call it nice. Slowly but surely, an iceberg breaks apart. Probably not a good day to break down on that road, especially if you've got a soft top and it's stuck in the down position. Leaving your window open in heavy rain is bad enough, but this? Just a nice friendly shove. The tractor had right of way. The truck didn't agree. And then this happened. A game of paper, rock, scissors with very high stakes. The track is as green as your face would be. This man is like a ninja when it comes to crash mats. Sometimes nature provides its own lighting. Yeah, pretty good, but the question is, could he do it again? Here's a way to take your seasickness to a whole new level. You're watching the moment a new island is born due to an underwater volcano. Another tree getting rid of some water, as we all have to do when nature calls. How an earthquake affects a perfectly still swimming pool. What do you do if this happens? You can't go full road rage on a horse. I mean, come on. Who doesn't know what happens when you park in front of a fire hydrant? This is how tow trucks work in China. There's such a variety in the world of bad parking revenge. Any last words? Straight up and straight down. Wow, that's a big hole. Imagine if somebody... Try livening up your morning walk to work with a spot of tire dodging. I bet you never knew that Spider-Man used to work in a pizza place. Wait, are they on a mountain or a cloud? This terrifying climb is supposed to be worth it for the amazing views. Pretty foggy though, isn't it? Even sharks can have scoliosis. Trees being swallowed by an underwater sinkhole, which looks like it's got room for an entire forest. The colorful and mysterious firework jellyfish has been found at depths of 4,000 to 5,000 feet. Here's one parking spot you definitely don't want to steal. Another day, another idiot, another fire service breaking some windows. Yeah, I'll pull out into traffic without my driver. An interesting POV for a bungee jump. A pretty outrageous way to wash your hair. Well, this kind of tops that bottle flipping trend. Yeah, seems like the perfect road to drive a coach on. Great idea, Google Maps. A treacherous place to lose control. But luckily, he pulled it back. The Great Wall of China is an amazing wonder of the world, but in some places, it's also pretty scary. This nightmarish footage features a snail realigning its jaw. This tree looks like it was planted in Mordor. This is what it looks like when a sea cucumber opens its mouth to feed. When shopping carts go rogue. Sometimes big kids need to be treated like actual kids.
You're taking up 2 spaces. Yo, listen, yo. They're here for a reason. They draw these lines here. Yeah, the people that are organized. Yo, listen, my man, listen. You got health insurance? Why? Because if you don't get in that park your car, you're gonna need it.
I'm just going to run into the store. Literally. There doesn't appear to be a net available for this tightrope walk. Waiting for the queue for this ride would be the perfect way to talk yourself out of this ride. Just a normal day out in the boat, with the sun, the sea, and a couple of high-speed idiots. Yeah, that's probably not supposed to fall off. The best way to kill a vampire is with a wooden stake, just like the one that almost killed these guys. The fishing must have to be really good on that spot. Once again, a completely sane response to this situation.
Oh my God! Bismillah! 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 رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين يحكي ويسلمني احنا رسول في الشهوار غير هبه عليك ان ما تكون لاحين ورا الضالين امين شكرا عظيم بسم الله بسم الله I love you Allah I love you Allah I love you Allah I love being Muslim I love being Muslim.
A colossal ice chunk breaking free from an Antarctic iceberg. Manta rays are incredible creatures, and this is how it might feel to live alongside them. This large-billed crow may just be an unholy super creature, half crow, half gorilla. Here's one way of getting out of an awkward parking situation we haven't covered: just being a great driver. Oh, wait, you didn't realize? Yeah, she owns the road. My car is important, not yours. This looping water slide is designed to make your trip on board this cruise ship a lot less relaxing. Nobody expects or wants Jaws to be friendly. When nothing in life seems stable, at least you can rely on the ground under your feet. Never had one man been more grateful for emergency braking. The stronger you are, the less likely you can fit. Doesn't ice climbing look like a nice, stress-free pastime? The biggest Russian icebreaker, doing what it does best. Whatever this is, it looks completely terrifying. Sand demon? Beach monster? You decide. After flipping the bird, Karma came flying down to meet him. He won the parking space, and a nice expensive trip to the body repair shop. Never mess with a farmer. You heard it here, folks. Some people dream of swimming with dolphins, but not these folks. The best POV if you want your stomach to really feel the experience. I think the driver behind lost about 3 pounds of sweat here.
So close.
That's a much better result than instantly being put up for adoption.
I can't believe I just done that.
A particularly terrifying bird's eye view of how lucky one beachgoer can be.
He sees it. He sees it. Look at him.
With friends like these, at least you'll have company during your complete mental breakdown. This is called a porch swing, and I thought porch swings were supposed to be things you relaxed on.
Wow!
Don't worry, it's just the normal everyday sight of a forest breathing. Apparently, this airport is even equipped for meteors to land. Yes, folks, it's the most incredibly handsome bull in the world. This is the Brad Pitt of Bullland. We've seen plenty of inventive examples of revenge so far, but you can't beat a good old-fashioned smashing. I can't figure this one out either. Attack of the Shopping Carts, the sequel. Fancy a swim in liquid terror? Volcano tourism in Iceland, the alternative to sitting around the pool reading a good book. His smile says that he can laugh it off. His underpants probably tell a different story. Even the contents of the truck managed to miss the car. This ride is amazing. It can make you vomit at high speed. Another day, another insane collection of steps. magic sand coffee. And no, we don't know how it works either. At first sight, you might think this is a snake, until you spot the car traveling alongside it. The Panlong Ancient Road is more than 70 kilometers long, with more than 600 S-turns and multiple 180-degree sharp bends. More fluffy balls of mammatus clouds, this time over China. Levitating cars, the future is here! Yeah, there's definitely much more to this than a simple parking disagreement. Let's be honest, who did he cheat on her with? If you stop on the crossing, then you're part of the crossing. Simple! Another crazy angle of the Devil's Pool in Zimbabwe. Bungee jumping, the sport of choice for people who have nothing left to live for. Athletes at the top of their game need the very finest quality equipment. Except these guys, apparently. Looks like a nice safe ride. What could go wrong? You see, this is why camping is just a bad idea. And nobody saw them ever again. The general freaky weirdness of things that live at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Like the gill, aren't you? Out of the gill?
Some kind of.
What?
Whoa. It just got so big. Yep, he's doing the shake. What's a
Is that a gopher either?
Wow. Yes.
Just like some humans, some fish flock to the beach at certain times of the year. Looks like this guy's discovered a tiny little alien. Oh my god, the invasion has begun! I've heard of underground car parks, but this is ridiculous. This is in New York, and it could only be in New York, really, couldn't it? This guy had his car run into 3 times in 3 months in the same parking lot. Well, you know what they say about bad luck? She's got no right to look this happy about where she is. Beats a recliner, but then a recliner isn't as dangerous either. Ladies and gentlemen, the world's youngest ring toss champion. How to be one with a tornado.
Wow!
If they weren't fishing for marlin, then they are now. The highest and scariest viewpoint in Midtown Manhattan. You might think he looks confident, but wait for the wobble. Joking aside, some of Earth's creatures can be far more weird and wonderful than any alien we could imagine. Extremely hot sand plus water equals, well, this! Okay, this was really the wrong thing to stick myself to today. Well, this is an accidental but effective way to find a parking space. Okay, this is a very petty way to steal a parking space. I would have expected more responsible behavior from someone with leopard skin shoes. This is a free spin roller coaster. Ironic, because you couldn't pay me to get on it. Look at all those flowers. Must be a nice fragrant way to fall to your death. When loose truck tires attack. It's kind of like Tiger Woods in reverse. Smartphones can be pretty durable, and that's sometimes very important. What a beautiful location to have a heart attack. The Red Force roller coaster, which travels at a relaxing 200 kilometers per hour. For any Friday the 13th fans out there, this is a genuinely terrifying insect. I think it's fair to say that this car has been parked there for a while. Tired of spraying your crops? Buy a robot with some funky dance moves. Don't you hate it when you get hit by a completely stationary car? Never park in a bike lane where the Incredible Hulk is nearby. He's a keen cyclist, you see. Clearly a bit of bad blood is going on here. The worst place in the world to have a job as a delivery driver. Ah, the perfect bridge to make out of glass. Maybe a fish is a better pet. I think this might be God's way of telling me to take an alternative route. Escapes don't come much nearer than this. Fancy staying here? Nope, me neither. This is the Insano Water Slide. Fitting name. Less like a tug of war and more like the easiest battle she's ever won. 3 high-speed trains passing each other simultaneously like 3 slithery silver snakes. Two giant tortoises doing what giant tortoises do best, chilling out. Oh well, at least it'll stay fresh. In Belgium, you're not allowed to park within 5 meters of a pedestrian crossing, and this might be why. Ah yes, that moment when you remember that high-performance cars are faster than your fists. Don't pretend that you wouldn't react exactly the same way. What's worse than the drop? The anticipation! A dark railway line in a cave. The perfect place to go cycling.
More city. Now, bike. Look the web.
FedEx. We even deliver near-death experiences. A stairway to heaven, or maybe hell, depending on how you feel about heights. Nothing like a relaxing day out with your friends. Seeing a three-horned cow is a sign of good luck. No, not really, but it's still pretty cool. The easiest and laziest way to get a free lunch. And we leave you with the amazing, mesmerizing, and terrifying sight of a fire tornado. What? You haven't clicked subscribe yet? Well, why not make this your very first time?
Мы здесь, чтобы сиять, не будем молчать. Границы раздвигаем, можно забывать. Волна за волной, двигаемся вперед. Это наш момент, удача нас найдет. Музыка внутри, чувствуй этот бит. Мы не знаем страха, весь мир к нашим ногам. Все, что нам нужно, это один взгляд. Сеть софитов нас ослепляет подряд. Just look, как мы зажигаем. Просто посмотри, как мы побеждаем. Just look, мир наш без границ. Просто смотри, как танцует каждый миг. Just look, мы здесь навсегда. Просто посмотри, как горит звезда. Just look, этот ритм в нас. Просто смотри, этот мир для нас. Время летит, но мы вне времен. Сердце в ритме, мы не устаем. Этот свет, эти звуки вокруг. Просто смотри, это наш досуг. Живем без сомнений, только вперед. Наши мечты на виду, и время не ждет. Пусть каждый миг станет ярким огнем. Мы создаем историю, в этом живем. Города и страны, все с нами идут. Каждое мгновение наш абсолют. Мы сильны как никогда, в этом вся суть. Просто посмотри, и ты поймешь путь. Just look, как мы зажигаем. Просто посмотри, как мы побеждаем. Just look, мир наш без границ. Просто смотри, как танцует каждый миг. Just look, мы здесь навсегда. Просто посмотри, как горит звезда. Just look, этот ритм в нас. Просто смотри, этот мир для нас.